actually know what's going on here.
I literally have no idea. Help.
We're 20 whatever. Hi.
Hey.
Hello.
And welcome back to 20 whatever.
Woo! Episode 29.
29. We're almost about to be 30 whatever.
Oh my God, true.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
No.
The 20s go by so fast.
Listen, I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, what's going to happen like when we do eventually turn 30? Like, it's still,
It'll be 30 whatever,
Yeah,
right?
rebrand.
We have a whole other rebrand.
But there's 6 months between our birthdays. So, because P turns...
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you'll turn
a year
30.
first.
Yep.
Yep.
And then it's you a few months later.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm a few months after that.
Yeah.
So we'll still have some 20s.
I'm the first one out. We're
That's
gonna do.
true.
We're like, all right, get out.
We're going to be like, okay, you're 30. Tell us what it's like.
You take me out back.
Like a horse. All right, we get a new co-host.
New co-host.
New
Just for 6 months.
Yeah.
You guys don't say anything. Jaden's just sitting in my spot.
Yeah. Totally. That's so funny.
It's funny too, because I do always see comments that are like, oh, like I'm not 20, like, but I want to listen, like I'm 30 and 40, whatever. I feel like the idea with 20 whatever is like, it's all the same.
Yeah, it's all the same.
It's all like 20 whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like it's whatever. And also we've had a lot of people being like, oh, I'm 30 this or I'm 40 and I'm like dealing with this thing. It's like these are just things that are happening to you. Like after you graduate high school and college, like these are life things.
Yes.
It's just happening.
And before we hop into today's episode, I wanted to give the friendly reminder to hit that little subscribe button so you can help us hotties get to 100,000 subscribers.
Yes.
Every subscriber we get hotter.
Yes.
So
And imagine the glow up when we get 100K.
right?
We're going to be fine.
Baby. Oh my God. I'll be like, sheesh.
Literally. Okay, today's going to be kind of a little fun one.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all fun. We say it every time. Today's going to be fun. It's always fun. But we're doing a little personality quiz, a little personality test, specifically the Enneagram. Before this, we were like, how do you say it? Enneagram? But it's Enneagram.
Enneagram.
Yes.
Enneagram.
I took the Enneagram test actually on the podcast, which it lives on this same channel for Sierra Unfiltered 4 years ago. I think it was 2019. And I think I got a 3, I think, but it was so long ago, I like don't really remember. And also, I feel like I've changed so much.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
2019. That was a long time ago.
4 years, I feel like, is like a hot minute for enough, especially in your 20s, to be changing like drastically.
right.
You could
Yeah.
really go. I'm
Right.
excited to see what you get.
I know.
Yeah,
me too.
and I feel like there's so many different versions of the Enneagram quiz. So
Right.
like with this specific one, maybe it'll be the
Maybe
same.
it'll be different. Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
different.
But also, I'm like, you're like a 3. I'm like, I don't even know what that means. Like, what's a 3?
Think of it like a horoscope.
Oh, period.
Or a Hogwarts house.
Okay, right.
Or like a Myers-Briggs personality test.
Mm-mm-mm.
You can read into it as much as you want,
Right.
or you cannot. Your choice. It's all what life's what you make it. So let's make it rock.
You make it.
So let's make it rock.
Let's make it rock.
Great.
Is that really the lyric? Let's make it rock?
Yeah.
I always thought it, let's make it right. Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
I think is it
The more you know.
Maybe
It is
Oh
rock.
my gosh,
Yeah.
look up the lyrics.
Jaden,
No,
please.
wait. I know. I'm like, please hurry.
Also, can we talk about how like part of Hannah Montana's image is that she's like a rock star, right? Like they have all those lyrics in the song, like, and I might even be a rock star.
Right.
She's not a rock star.
She's a pop
She's
star.
a pop girly.
Yeah.
For sure. No, right. And really, it's giving pop star. It's also giving country star.
Right.
Like, we're
where
not
is
even-
the rock coming in here?
It's rock.
Yep.
Let's
Jaden
make
just
it
looked
rock.
It's rock.
Vibes. All right. Well, the more you know.
Anyways, Jess, take us away with the different Enneagram types.
Speaking of the more you know, get ready to know 9 more things. So type 1 is referred to as the perfectionist or reformer. I've heard it like when you get your results referred as both. Type 2, the giver or helper.
Okay.
Type 3, the achiever or performer.
Mm.
Type 4, the individualist or romantic. Type 5 is the investigator or the observer. Type 6, the skeptic, or also known as the trooper, which those things don't go together in my brain. Type 7 is the enthusiast or generalist. Type 8 is the challenger or protector. And type 9 is the peacemaker or mediator.
Okay.
What do you think, you guys, without having taken it in a long time or at all, where do you think you fall?
Unfortunately, my brain did not retain all of those.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know.
I'm
But
like,
you said you got 3
I got
before.
3, the achiever
And
or the performer.
Achiever.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I remember that.
Do you feel How do you feel about that?
I think since then, I have deconstructed some of my toxic productivity. At least I hope so.
Right.
That
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, that I maybe value myself in. I try purposefully to not put so much of my value in my achievements. So maybe I still am deep down, and I definitely still have those tendencies.
Right.
But I think now I'm actively trying to not go achieve. I just spilled White Claw all over my pants. Yeah, so maybe I need to not go so much so I don't spill White Claw everywhere. Cheers.
Sponsor us, White Claw.
Seriously,
Please.
bro, we got it on our clothes now. Come on.
You know what? I'll say this. If White Claw sponsors us, I will officially stop saying like spill the tea and instead say spill the claw.
Oh, bro, dude.
Done. Agreed.
Yeah, done.
This is a missed opportunity. Personally, White Claw, if you don't take this.
Yeah.
PR team, please.
Everything will be like, oh, is she about to spill the
She
claw?
about to be the claw. Period.
A part of me, like when I heard performer, I was like, oh boy, well, that's probably going to be there. Like the enthusiast or something
Right.
like that, probably.
Yeah.
That's my
I feel
hunch.
like, yeah, me too. Like, I guess like enthusiast or like performer, but I don't really know what that means. I hear performer and I'm like, jazz, but I don't
Right.
think that's what it means.
Right.
So I don't know.
I like to think that I would be more of an individualist at this stage in my life.
Yeah, that would be nice.
But also there are like really in-depth breakdowns of what each of these things are, and Jess purposely told us not to read them before.
Oh,
So
so
that-
we don't like bias or whatever.
Yes, so that we're
Right.
not like trying to skew our results one way. Like when my mom took the Harry Potter Hogwarts house things, and she was like
Right.
purposely trying not to get Slytherin after she got Slytherin.
As a
Right.
Slytherin doing
Yes.
so,
Right.
Because
right.
then the second time going in with the knowledge that her answers were Slytherin, she purposely was not going to choose the Slytherin answers.
So Slytherin.
Right.
That's
of
so
her to
Slytherin!
do.
Love that.
Babes.
Love that for her, honestly.
All right, so we are going to link the quiz that we're doing in the description if you want to do it along with us. I also feel like sometimes doing personality tests like this, I care more about the journey than like the result. Like I enjoy getting introspective, answering the questions,
Yeah.
what are my values, and then the result is just like the fun little cherry on top.
Yes, I feel the same.
Absolutely.
So we're all going to read a question each and then we're all going to answer it.
Yeah, sounds
Perfect.
Okay, who wants to start us off?
I can start us off.
Let's get it.
The first one is, how true is this about you? I won't stop until I get my own way, on a scale of strongly disagree all the way to strongly agree.
I'm going to go agree.
Put slightly agree.
Um,
Wait, are we're revealing what
yeah,
we're putting?
I'm
Okay,
going to
okay.
say neutral.
All right, number 2. Once I start something, I always finish it. I'm going to go see, here's the thing. I feel like now as an adult, I would say slightly agree, but my brothers would say disagree because I was always the one to rage quit, like playing a video game and
Right.
like I'm losing. I'm like,
I'm done.
I don't even want to play anymore. But also, Jordan and Austin, not like they're watching. They're not watching.
Well, man, I
I
don't
can
know.
shade them all I want. They're
You
not
could.
going to
Honestly, you
they're
should.
not gonna listen.
Right.
Bethany might, and then Bethany might show it to Austin.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
actually should, honestly.
But,
Spill the tea. Spill the claw.
I feel like spill the claw. I'm not 12 anymore, so I think I'm gonna go slightly agree.
Okay. I think I'm.
I have to say slightly disagree.
I was going to say me too.
because I just and I think that honestly just stems from I love starting so many things and trying new things that it's like considering finishing it. I don't know. It's like I've started a YouTube, started this, started that. I just
Yeah.
dabble in so many things that I'm like to completion. I don't know.
Yeah. I just like so many things. I mean, it's giving ADHD, honestly.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I love so much and I'll do everything and then, like, I'll just forget. So I'm just, honestly, I'm going to go slightly disagree. I would like to, you know. Okay. I find myself getting angry very easily. Strongly disagree.
Yeah,
It takes so much for me.
I'm gonna go agree. I'm a passionate person.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. For
Yeah.
sure.
I feel like I get worked up easily, and it's hard for me to come back down, whether it's anger or any other emotion.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel things very deeply.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So, like, if it's anger, if it's sadness, if it's happiness, whatever it is, and maybe that's giving bipolar, or maybe it's just my personality.
Yeah.
Right.
Where do the two stop and where does the intersection come?
Right.
But definitely, I feel like no matter what the emotion is, I get there quickly
right.
and I hang there for a while.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, feeling emotions is deeply as like
yeah.
it feels.
No, it does. It's giving feeling.
Yeah.
For sure.
All right. My moods rapidly change.
Again,
I was like, it's giving
is it the bipolar or is it not? I'm gonna go agree.
I think I have to go agree just because my mom brought this up, she's like, yeah, I feel like you can't stay angry for long. Like, to swap, I feel like it's pretty easy. Like, if we're like, sorry, I'm like, okay, moving on. Or if I'm like, from happy to angry, angry to happy, right? Question, what do you think?
Oh, but you just saying that is now making me think. I just said the opposite. I just said once I get to an emotion, I'm
right. You're kind of
hanging
hanging
there
out
for a while. So
maybe not.
because it's not so rapid for me. You're right.
Yeah.
I don't rapidly change. It
Okay,
takes a
then
minute.
Maybe you have to go hit that back arrow and change your.
Yeah, I think I do.
See. Yeah, you might have to go back and change that.
Yeah.
Because like just because you can get angry, but it says very easily. Are you easily like triggered?
Well, it's rapidly. My mood changes rapidly.
Yeah, like from
Right.
from thing to thing,
And
right?
Oh.
it's I know that's kind of like the stereotype with bipolar is like, you're happy 1 minute and then you're mad. But
Right.
for the way that I've experienced it, it's like long cycles of mania, of depression. Where did we get here? You guys?
Listen.
Question 4. Come on.
Right.
But it's whatever that feeling is, I'm in it for a bit and then the cycle continues.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, so I guess I would say for myself, like, slightly disagree. I'm pretty, like, vibes. It takes so much for me to, like, even feel anything.
Okay. I readily take responsibility for other people.
I hate that I do it, but yes, I do.
Strongly disagree.
I'm going to go slightly agree.
I'm gonna agree. I'm trying to get rid of that.
Right.
Sorry.
No.
I mean, I have to be so honest. I'm being brutally honest.
No,
I'm like,
yeah.
Readily, I said, oh, she's so quick. To be like, oh, no. Sick.
Okay. Then the best things in life are done spontaneously. Agree.
Strongly. Oh my God, I put disagree. I meant to say strongly agree. Oh my gosh.
I put agree.
I strongly agree.
I think I'm going to go neutral. The best things in life, sometimes a well-planned day goes smooth.
No, you're right.
And sometimes a spontaneous day is like, oh my gosh, we should have gotten a reservation. We should have looked at the schedule.
You're right.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. No, you're right.
I do things in the spur of the moment. Ooh, strongly agree.
Agree.
I am so impulsive.
Me too. I'll do anything.
Bro, you're calling me. I have tickets to Coachella. I'm like, let's go.
I'll do
right now.
anything.
That's just
Anything at any time.
I'm going to go slightly agree. I think I like to be spontaneous, but I have trouble with it. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So like I want to, but then I think
but
about
then I have to let go of the
consequences.
control.
I was gonna say,
Yes.
is it because you don't have it like planned out and like thought through?
So,
Yeah.
I try to succeed at any cost.
Well, define any.
That's the thing, right?
Anything.
I think this is an answer of character growth for me because I would now say disagree to strongly disagree. I feel like once upon a time that was like the most important thing to me, and now it's like so low on my list of priorities. Just to succeed,
Right.
I'd rather be happy.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go neutral
Me
on this
too.
one.
I agree as well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go disagree.
That's a good one. Honestly, that's like hard because
Yeah.
I think we're ingrained to be like, are you doing things to be successful? Like, are you already successful? What are you doing to be successful? I feel like that's. But also, what does that even mean?
Right.
What is
Right.
success?
It's how you define it, right?
Exactly. Right. Okay. This next one says, I always strive for greatness.
I'm gonna go agree. I have a hard time letting go of like perfectionist.
I'm gonna go slightly agree.
Yeah, I know it's between neutral or slightly agree.
I think I'm gonna do slightly agree.
Because, slightly agree. My motivation never falters.
I'm gonna go ahead and say disagree
Yeah, mine's disagree as well.
because for sure it does.
My motivation is all over the place.
For sure.
Yeah.
It's literally day to day.
Yep.
Like it like I wake up and I'm like, I can literally do anything. And then I'll do it all. And the next day I'm like, no,
Right.
nothing actually can get done.
Yeah. Harmony is essential to team performance.
Agree.
Mhm.
I would say strongly.
Strongly
Yeah,
agree.
actually I'm gonna go strongly agree. Yeah.
Ryan and I were just talking about this last night because Ryan slept over after the last shoot. And we were talking about how one of the best parts about like our team for the podcast, for the main channel, for just everything kind of under that umbrella is how well we all work together. That we all mesh so well, that we all get along, that we all have fun. It just makes it so easy.
Yeah.
And that like
Absolutely.
I would protect that harmony within the group, within the team at any cost.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well,
Yeah.
because once you kind of disrupt that affects, not that it's all about work, but that affects the work that gets done because so and so's fighting or like they're mad at whoever or whatever, and it's like we don't have those issues, so the things get done and everyone's happy.
Yeah, and everyone's
like having a good time.
fun, and
Yep.
it just feels a lot easier, and you're not
Mhm.
carrying that weight
Mhm.
Right.
of drama, of stress.
Right. Right.
Absolutely.
I won't stop until I discover a solution. Disagree for me.
Yeah, I think I don't know. This is a hard one for me.
Yeah, because like a solution, I'm like, is there something going on in my life and I'm like really gonna try everything to solve it? Or am I just gonna let it be? That's not really, I don't know. Let it
See, now that you're explaining it that way, I do feel like I'm maybe an agree because even if we're talking about relationships, right?
Yeah.
The solution sometimes is walking away or it's resolving, but I'm never a just like let it be, it'll be what it is kind of person. I'm
looking to do something.
Yes, I have to do something.
Yeah.
Is that I won't, because I agree, right? Like if there's issues in my relationships or whatever, like I will do what I can do. But this literally says I won't stop until I discover a solution. Solutions aren't always, you might not always be able to find them. So I'm not going to do the most to, and if I don't find it, I don't find it. And maybe there is no solution and it just is what it is.
Maybe that's my problem.
Yeah.
I do believe that I think that I need the solution. Like
And that you can fix anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
like
then-
you said that and I was like, yeah, nope.
Mm.
Yeah, agree.
I thrive on conflict.
Fuck no, baby.
Mm-mm.
Strongly disagree.
I would say slightly. I would honestly, I would say disagree. I'm not trying to.
I'm going to go neutral. Maybe it's slightly disagree. I don't know. Conflict isn't the right word, but I'm someone who definitely loves to resolve things.
Mhm.
Like, I wouldn't say I'm confrontational, but I'm also not going to shy away from like a discussion that could fix things.
So you do thrive in that kind of situation.
Yeah, which maybe I don't want the conflict, but if
Right.
the conflict's there, I want to work to resolve it instead of like sweeping it under the rug.
Yeah, that you approach conflict very properly. Like that's smart. Yeah.
Now that you said that, I feel like I have to put strongly disagree because I just don't do well.
Yeah.
In situations like that.
Yep.
And I end up like not saying what I really want to say because I'm so like frazzled by the whole thing. But also depends on who it is.
Right. Like how comfortable you are.
Right.
This is conflict in general. I'm like,
Yeah, I'm not down.
catch me outside.
Yeah,
No,
I'm
thank
not
you.
down.
I'm done.
I'm
No.
gonna put strongly disagree. I
Strongly
cannot.
disagree.
I'm going to go neutral.
Good. Sierra, I'm gonna call you. You fight my
I
battles.
know you
baby.
fight my
will.
battles,
I
honestly. I always try to help those in need. I'm gonna say slightly agree. Slightly agree. I'm in between neutral and slightly agree.
I was just thinking, I feel like I'm in between slightly agree and agree.
Me too.
Yeah. Really?
I'm hung up on the try word. I know you're stuck on the always, but I'm always on the try.
Yes, I'm hung up on always. You're hung up on try.
Because I feel like at least there's a minor part of me that tries. Just like even if it's like, well, can I even saying that? Like I can't even
Yeah.
help myself. So I think the try word is what makes it be like, okay, yeah, I always try. So, but no, I don't know.
I feel like for me, I will try, but if I can't, I'm not going to like beat myself up or like run myself into the ground trying to help you. If I can't help you, then I'm not gonna.
Right. And I was gonna say I am at least aware when there's people that you can't help them. Like you're like you just don't want to, so I wouldn't try. So I guess slightly agree.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
I'm going to go slightly agree.
Me too.
I have a relationship in my life that I recently had to decide to stop trying to help this person.
Mhm.
That I have put myself out over and over and over again trying to help this person. And so many people around this person have as well. And it was kind of one at a time, everyone kind of realizing you can't help someone who's in need who doesn't want to help themselves.
Right.
And I feel like that was a situation kind of for the first time in my life that takes me more towards the neutral and the slightly agree, where I said, you know what? I have to stop.
Yeah.
Your own boundaries.
Yes.
Because if not, you are hurting yourself from why won't they like
Right.
accept the help? I've been there.
Yeah.
All right. I go the extra mile for people. Slightly agree.
I would also say slightly agree.
I'm going to go slightly agree.
I feel like for this one, not that I need to explain every answer, but I think I'm going to go slightly agree because I want to go the extra mile. And I will go the extra mile for people I love and care about.
Yeah.
I'm not going the extra mile for people I don't know or don't care about. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, not in like a mean way, but like I only have so much of myself and it's not going to be given to just anybody. Like I just can't, and I'm not gonna.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I think I'll go slightly agree as well. That's what you ended up going with. Yeah. I feel like it's that thing of I truly try to make sure that the people who I love and are close to me feel that love and that appreciation.
Yes.
But also like I just don't always have the time, the emotional bandwidth that I wish.
Energy.
The energy that I wish I had. And also I think I'm at a point in my life where the people close to me, the small circle I have around me, they know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I know. And so we don't always have to like do these big grand gestures because we know.
Yeah. Yep.
I
Exactly.
love that. We know.
I always put the needs of others in front of mine.
Old me used to.
Yeah.
Right.
Sorry, the old Paloma can't come to the phone right now.
Oh,
Exactly.
period. Yeah. Honestly, I would say disagree.
Slightly
I'm going to say
disagree.
disagree.
Since she's working on it, we'll say something.
Yeah.
Right.
But
Right.
you put your in the last episode, you put yourself first.
I did.
Literally.
And you know what? I'm not gonna lie. That really was like, damn, am I really gonna be like me? And I was like, yes. Why are you?
Because why?
Yes.
Exactly. Okay. Next one. I believe independence is the most important virtue. I'm going to go strongly agree.
Agree.
Independence is the most important virtue. I'm going to go disagree. I think independence is important to me, but I think there are other things that I value over that.
Mm-hmm.
It's up there.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's not the most.
Right.
Do you feel the same?
Oh, I put.
What'd you put? Sorry.
I put agree. I never act impulsively. Strongly disagree.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm going to put disagree.
I'm going to put disagree. I hate fixed routines.
Agree.
Strongly disagree. Strongly.
I agree.
I hate fixed routines. Slightly disagree.
Dang.
I
mean, you like
yeah.
structure.
Yes. I mean, for me, when I've always liked structured routines and everything like for work, but in my personal life, I think it became very clear to me how important it was to me after I gave birth. Because those first couple weeks, couple months of a newborn, there is zero structure.
Dude, yeah, we're talking to the girl that like is like structure is my baby. Like I love that, you know, like that is magic.
It was so hard. I mean, there's so many hard things about postpartum, but that for me on a personal level was really hard. Like you can't do anything because there's no structure, no schedule.
Yeah.
Right.
You are truly just following the needs of this new tiny human.
A slave to the baby.
No, really. It's like everything is dictated by this tiny little human that just got here and doesn't know what a schedule is and doesn't know structure. And I feel like my mental health got so much better once I was able to get Grace and I on a consistent schedule. And there's like some people feel so strongly about how babies should never be on a schedule. You should always feed on demand, just like follow everything on their cues, which if that works for you, like that's amazing.
Yeah.
For me, once I got her on that consistent schedule, which I remember like when we first kind of got there, I think it was around like 12 or 14 weeks. It was like she would wake up at this time, I would feed her at this time, she'd go to bed, and we had these 3-hour wake windows. So every 3 hours, it was the same stuff.
Right.
Wake up, it was feed, play, sleep. We feed, we play, we sleep in a 3-hour cycle every single time. And oh my gosh, night and day. Night and day. I was a whole new person.
Right.
And
Glory
then,
to God.
Yes. And then
Right.
from there, as she dropped naps, as she was feeding less, well, eating more in each sitting, so feeding less frequently, then it only got better. So I structure queen.
I hear that.
Okay. Yeah, I can't. I tried. I'm like, okay, from this time to this time, I'm going to do this. I can't. I just won't. I just need to do whatever it is I need to do.
I think I thrive on structure, but there's also a part of me that doesn't like the inner part of me is like, I hate that I have to do this right now, and I like doing my own thing. And so working like independently, that's like the first thing that comes to me. I'm like, my time. I'm like, I like being able to do whatever I want, and since I don't have like another human to depend on me or like a husband or whatever, I'm just like, I do whatever I want when I want. I eat when I'm hungry. I drink. When, you know.
Yeah.
Is that good for me? I don't know.
I don't know. I definitely feel like I need more structure.
Yeah.
I need more. And I'm aware of that. But like if I had to choose, I'd be like, no, just vibe.
Yeah. And I love that. Like that is so freeing.
It is. But it's also like hard because I need to sometimes make time to do things. And I just like don't. So a lot of things like don't get done because I'm like, I don't want to do it. I don't have to.
If you ever just are having a day, send me the list of things you would like to get done. And oh my gosh, I will create a schedule for you, which will include breaks, when to eat, when to go on a walk, when to go get more coffee. Everything will be worked
That
in.
might be my saving grace.
I would love that.
I think we're going to do that. I'm going to hold you up to that. I'm like, Jaden, write that down. Remind me.
I would love
I will do.
that.
Honestly, I'm down. So
It'll be
down.
fun. Me, that'd be fun.
I mean, I'm like, cool.
She's like, let's control the situation.
Please, I get to write down a schedule.
Yeah. You're like, and Riayn will know out from 1 to 2. She's doing great.
Yeah, right. We'll see if I can follow it. That's the thing, right?
Oh, I build in buffers. Don't you worry.
Oh, okay. See?
Because then if you were supposed to finish at 2, but you really finish at 2:15, you don't feel like, oh man,
I'm off schedule.
She's realistic
already.
about her scheduling, which I really love.
That's
like
true.
when you're scheduling things for a podcast, we're like lunch at this time, break at this time. I'm like, yes.
And we'll be like, well, this is fine. She's like, well, no, let's give it an extra 15. I'm like, you're probably right because
I don't want to say we're gonna wrap at 5 and then we wrap at 6. I'd rather say we're gonna wrap at 6 and then we
wrap at 5. Totally.
Amen.
Yep.
Because you have no way out. That's what Jaden wrote on her pet. I just wanted to throw that away. What is that?
What does that mean?
No way out of what?
You were talking about sending Sierra your schedule, and like if you didn't want to do something or whatever for the buffer, you have no way out.
Okay, right. Right.
I just looked to the audience.
Right.
You have no
You have
way
no
out.
way
I'm
out.
like, what is that?
They're like, what are you talking about?
It's Saw.
Yeah. Me right now. Oh my God. Who's turn? Me?
I think it's you.
Okay. I tend to focus on my own problems.
Agree. I would agree. Versus what? Other people?
I was gonna say my own
I was thinking
problems.
versus ignoring my own problems.
Right.
Oh, is that what it?
That was my interpretation, and I feel like that's a problem where I do that. I kind of ignore the problem things that I need to fix.
Me too. So do I.
I tend to focus on the problems. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and say agree.
If I'm looking at it how you read it, Sierra, I think then I would probably say disagree because I ignore.
Or is it I focus on my own problems
And
rather
not
than
others.
Yeah.
That's what I
That's how
what
I
I
took
originally
it.
thought it.
Too.
Okay.
I feel like that's probably the correct interpretation.
Right. Okay.
What you guys said.
So we tend to focus on our own problems over others.
I put agree.
I'm gonna say
Yeah.
agree.
I'm gonna say agree too.
I feel very comfortable with confronting people. Strongly agree.
Sending Sierra to fight my battles. Strongly
Yeah.
It
disagree.
feels good. It's cathartic.
I know,
Get
but
it out
it's
there.
just the I think the beginning of it all. Like how do I come up to you and be like, hey, no, well, I guess I know how, but it's just I don't know.
Yeah. I'm with you. I'm gonna say slightly disagree.
Just thinking about it's honestly making my paws.
No,
sweat.
I'm thinking about everyone that I like not that I have issues with people.
all
but
the
like
people
that I
I've beefed
like,
with.
Ryan's shitless.
currently I'm like things that I really could be like, hey, I feel like this, but like I just don't and I'm probably not gonna.
See, and this is where I like confrontation. When I'm carrying that weight with me of this thing that I feel like I should speak up about, this problem that I'm having with this person, and we're just shoving it down, I feel so heavy. I feel like my brain is clouded, like I'm just carrying around this extra weight. And when we can just talk about it, squash it, move on, I am able to say my grievances or whatever it is, I feel so much better. I'm like, oh, clean slate. Love it.
I try to be like, hey, so I'm not mad. Okay? I'm not mad. I want to bring up this one thing, but I feel like I want to be able to explain myself before you form an opinion about what's happening. And obviously I can't control that because whatever, like life. But I get so worked up in the like, but what if they think this and what if they think that? And I'm just trying to express myself. And it really maybe doesn't have anything to do with them. It's about me. But like, I'm trying to give all these disclaimers before I even start. It's like, girl, just say what you need to say. And then whatever they think or feel, like that's nothing to do with you.
And do you think that comes from a place of not wanting to hurt the person or not wanting to hurt the relationship and fearing how the relationship is going to be after this confrontation?
Yeah, the relationship. And I also just don't want to be misunderstood. And I am
There it is.
always misunderstood.
That's
always.
That is my biggest thing on confrontation. And I actually was thinking that. I'm like, I actually don't mind putting together text, like going into my notes and collecting it and sending a text and really. But I think when I think confrontation, the first thing I think is like talking to someone. And I think that I get caught up in my words and I want to eloquently speak on how I'm feeling and resolve this, that I think that I fear the confrontation in person, that I'd rather like, hey, maybe I'd be okay like putting my feelings out in a text and like saying like, hey, I'm a work it out kind of person for sure. Let's talk it out.
Let's talk it out.
But the act of doing
But
so to say I like it, I don't know.
And then and that's where like arguments and stuff happen. I'm like, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm trying to say is XYZ, or like that's not what I meant. I'm sorry. I know I said this, but that's not what I meant. And like all of that misunderstanding shit, I'm not with it. Like I hate it. So I'm like, I just won't say nothing because then I don't have to try to explain myself.
Right. Maybe what it is then, because I love the way that you put that. Maybe what it is is that I don't like confrontation. I just like it more than that feeling of like having a problem and not voicing it, right? Of staying silent when something bothers you, of shoving it down, of holding on to it. I hate that feeling, right?
Yeah.
And so to me, I'm like, if we can talk about it and move past, like, I feel so much better. And it's so interesting that you said that thing about coming across better over text than in person. I feel the opposite. I feel like over text, it's hard to read tone. And I'm afraid I'm going to be misunderstood, that people are going to think I'm more serious or more angry than I am. So it's either like, if it's going to be over text, I'm going to use like a million exclamation marks and emojis, or we can do it in person and I feel like I can express myself more.
And you saying that you come off better in person, I'm like, I'm used to people saying fix your tone, and I get misunderstood in that way, like in the manner in which I'm speaking. So now, as the evolution of like my tone, I try to speak monotone. So when I speak this way, I'm like really trying to come across, but then some people think I'm talking down to them, but I'm really just trying to talk to you like this because I'm trying to sort the things in my brain. And they're like, so I'm like, I would rather just put a zillion emojis, ha 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 ha, like explain through the text, because in person, you're like, this fucking bitch.
And I'm
like, that's all I do. And like the
I feel
defensiveness, like people naturally just get defensive when you bring that up. And like to avoid that, I feel like they have more space to not feel
breathe.
defensive. And
they don't
like
have to respond right away. I mean, I feel the same way. I get flustered. And so I immediately it feels like I almost lose credibility in what I'm saying because I can't explain myself. I get so caught up, especially if it's like heated or it's like really emotional. I get caught up in the emotion and it's really difficult for me to say what I'm trying to say. So I lose like the whole thing. I've lost it all because I'm crying or I'm like flustered and I can't
she's
speak.
being dramatic, so you can't even hear what I'm saying anymore.
Exactly. When we just tone it down, I'm like, fuck, I'm trying. Like I get so I just like don't even, I'm like, it's not, or I convince myself it's like not that deep. So I'm like, you're being dramatic, it's fine.
But do you feel like you can successfully convince yourself, or are you still carrying that weight?
I can convince myself enough to not bring it up. But if it comes up in my own head, I will sit there and think about it until I'm like, okay, well, and then if I don't bring it up, and I'm like, I can't bring it up now, it's been a year.
Right.
They're going to be like, why didn't you bring it up? And I'm like, because
Right.
And then so I'm like, then I take the validity out of it. I'm like, well, that's been a year. You should have brought it up if you really had an issue, and now it's here and now you can't.
Do you think there's a difference? Like, obviously, different people have different communication styles, especially when they're reactive. But like, if you're talking to somebody who has proven themselves to be like a safe person in space and you trust their reactions, is your like perspective on confrontation different? Because you're describing really reactive people.
Most people I feel like are, and
Yeah.
that's probably why we're defending. Because as you're saying that, the first person that popped into my head was Sierra. I feel like I could comfortably talk to you and like have a communication, and I know that you would do that so well, and I
Same.
feel like I could be disheveled and be like, you know me enough, I'm really trying to like explain myself, and I feel safe to where I could do that with you. But I don't know if there's many other people that we obviously always talk about anything, but just
I feel like, but
know.
it depends, right? Like I value our friendship so much that I'm like, is this a big enough deal to bring up? Is it? I don't know.
And you don't need to bring up every single little
exactly.
thing.
So
you don't want to be that person who's like trying to like, make everything a fight.
Yes.
Right.
So
I
I
get
some stuff
that.
you can just be like, okay, that's like really not that deep. It's fine.
right.
Yeah.
But then if that's the case, I'm like, is this one of those things? Or is this something that's actually bothering me and I need to say something? Or is this just one of the things that I can like kind of pass off?
You know what's kind of been a litmus test for that with me as someone who is not shying away from confrontation? I feel like, is talking about it with this person going to make things better for the future? So if it was like a one-off thing that they did that will probably never come up again and never be an issue, like, let's not bring it up because it's honestly just going to cause drama for no reason.
Right.
And like, if I'm not carrying that weight of like, oh my God, they said this thing and it like hurt my feelings and I'm afraid I'm scared they're going to bring it up again or do it again, then you should talk about it, because then if you talk about it and if you let them know, hey, please don't do this thing again, it really hurt me or it bothered me or whatever it is, that actually does make things better moving forward.
Yeah.
Mm,
Which,
right.
and on that note, like hearing you be like, is it worth it? And for me, our relationship is so fantastic that personally, I would want, as much as I hate confrontation, I would want you to tell me every little thing just so I can hear
Right.
you and be like, I'm sorry that happened and I will correct myself.
Right.
You know, which
Right.
is so interesting. You hate confrontation so much, but I'm like, but on the
But
other
I
end,
mean-
I want to be told.
Yeah. No, I feel that. Well,
We spent a
all
lot
right.
on this one.
I know we took time. We took the time.
I love solving complex problems.
I slightly disagree. If they're complex, I don't know.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna go neutral.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go agree. I am definitely like a problem solver, but I won't go strongly agree because when you get to those complex problems that are like there is no solution, it's frustrating for me.
Right.
But like that feeling of I love solving complex problems, right? That statement, I love.
Right.
Yeah.
I do. I love solving it.
Right.
I don't love getting stuck, but once you
Right.
solve it,
Yeah.
That
Right.
Elaine, do I have to go back? Because I really do get excited.
the feeling of like, oh my God, I figured it out.
I know, like that breakthrough moment, I kind of ride on that high.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay, maybe I'll go slightly agree.
Okay.
I'm going neutral. If I can figure it out, good on me. If I can't, and then I can't. I notice patterns that are not immediately obvious. I would say strongly agree.
I'm going to go disagree. I'm a lot of things. I'm not very perceptive.
Really? Well, okay, maybe. Yeah.
Patterns in other people or patterns just in general?
It's just patterns.
In general.
I would say in general.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe I won't go strongly agree. I'm gonna go agree.
Okay. I'm going to go neutral.
It's hard to lie to me. I know it's like we're not talking about people specifically, but
No,
like
but
it's
yeah.
really I'm like, that was weird. You should probably try again.
And that's why I asked about people, because with people, I feel like I'm just so high alert, and I'm working on it, but before was just so high alert that I can like notice like even the slight change
Yeah.
of tone
Yep,
or look.
yep.
And I'm like,
Mhm.
is something wrong? But also, if there was something wrong, they would tell
Tell
me.
you.
So I'm going to just relax.
yeah.
And if there's something wrong, you should tell them.
Absolutely.
That's the other side of that.
You're right.
Mhm.
Yeah, you're right.
All right. I find solutions that other people are unable to. No, that's Jess's job.
All right.
Yeah.
That's not for me to do.
Disagree.
I'm gonna go neutral.
Really? I would say at least slightly agree for you.
Oh,
I would
Yeah.
as well.
I feel like
no,
that,
hey,
like
Sierra.
Guys.
yeah.
Like, we're trying to be like, how? And Sierra's like, just do this. I'm like, that's
right.
why.
I'm like, oh,
Come
right,
on, girl.
right. No, right.
Her mind.
I
Yeah,
find
for mine.
solutions that other people are unable to. I think it's the unable to that I think
Oh.
everyone else is perfectly capable of finding the
We
the
just, like, don't.
solutions that I have.
We don't because you'll just do it.
But really, I think that's it. As I'm kind of the first one to like step up and be like, let's try this, let's do this.
Yeah.
But it's not that I'm giving some like groundbreaking genius level solution.
Right.
Like I'm like, should we just switch to the 0.5 lens instead of one if we
And
all
we're like,
can't fit?
oh yeah, right.
But you would have figured it out.
We would have eventually got there.
Right.
That's right. Oh yeah, okay. You think them that's the thing. You do think them faster. Because I think we will all get there, but you're just like, well, what about this? And we're like, oh yeah, right.
You think of it faster.
Right. You
Yeah,
think
it
of
comes
faster.
to you
That's a good one.
quicker.
Yeah.
Also, as a compliment, and like it's gonna sound like a read, and it's not. You are in a really healthy modeling way, for me at least, really comfortable failing. Like if you offer something and it doesn't work, which other people some won't try because they're afraid of failing,
Yeah.
especially in a group setting.
Right.
And you're
just
like,
how about this?
comfortable. You're holding everybody else. You're holding
Yeah.
yourself, and it's a good modeling tool. I appreciate it.
No, for sure. Because if it doesn't work, it
Thank
doesn't
you.
work.
Well, thank you, Jess. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
that. I feel like that's something I used to not be so good at, is that fear of failing. And I truly think it's this team
I
that
was
we've
gonna say maybe
built.
it's the support.
Yes,
that you
I
feel
feel
okay.
comfortable failing with you guys.
Yeah.
So thanks for letting me be a freaking loser. I love it.
Period.
All right. I try to avoid conflict when possible.
I'm gonna say agree.
Agree.
I'm going to say slightly agree. When possible is that keyword for me. Like we've set up confrontational, but I don't want to hash everything out.
Right. I do my best to avoid arguments. Is that not the same
Is
question?
it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That's
would
the
like
same
to not
one.
argue. Yes, agree.
Slightly disagree.
Right.
Achievement is the most important thing in life. Define achievement, baby.
But also, I disagree.
Yeah, it's not.
Disagree.
Disagree.
It is important that people recognize my success.
Ooh.
Being honest.
Okay, I hate that it says people because I want to like fill in who I am actually needing to recognize. It's not the general public. I literally don't care.
Well, then maybe that's it because it's not people. It's simply this team and my parents. That's all I care about. It's like people recognize my success. Oh my God.
I don't care.
Everyone else, I don't care.
I think I've gotten to a place where I care less, but if I'm being honest, I definitely still care.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I guess. Damn it.
I'm gonna go
slightly agree.
Okay, slightly agree.
I will also go slightly agree.
Because there's a part of me that like genuinely, I really do not care. Right? Like I really. Well, so then maybe I need to change my answer. Truly, because the masses, I really could. I don't.
I know that's what's like the masses.
I don't do things so that people can tell me that I'm doing good. I don't. I simply could care less. However, if we're gonna talk about like my mom, it is important to me to know that she thinks that I'm doing something.
I would take it as general, so maybe not your people, but people at large.
Okay, then no, I don't care.
That's
I'm gonna put slightly disagree.
I'm like, can I put my parents in this team? That's it.
That's what I'm saying. Like
That's it. I don't care. Bruiser.
literally.
I am vigilant around strangers. Vigilant, like
On guard, cautious, hyper aware.
I would say agree.
agree.
Yeah, I would say agree.
I'm gonna say neutral. I feel like I try to balance that, especially as a parent. There's so much fear mongering, right? Like every other day, there's some like viral Facebook post about like I almost got trafficked in Target. Me and my kid almost got trafficked in Target, and like I know that does happen.
Yes,
but it's probably not going to happen to you. And so I try to balance this like fear of bad things happening to me or to my child with like a general hope that people are good. So I want to be aware of bad things that could happen, but also I want to believe that the vast majority of strangers I come in contact with are good.
Agreed.
I do not agree. I hear you and I feel that, but just like you said, it's probably not going to happen to me is the reason why I am so aware, because it fully could at any point in time. And to be in life as it's not going to happen, who's to say? It happens to people all the time, the same people who think it's not going to happen to them.
Yeah.
And I don't think I live in fear. I definitely don't live in fear, but I am very aware of who I'm around, my surroundings at all times, because it only takes one time for you to be like in your phone texting and then things happen and you're like, oh my God. So yes,
But
and
no.
Right.
So I guess, well, I already answered, right? What did I say? I already forgot. I said agree. Yeah.
Which leads us to the next one.
Right. No, yeah. I am distrustful of unfamiliar people.
I try to trust people until they give me a reason not to.
Yeah.
I'm going to go disagree.
So yeah,
I think I'm going to do slightly disagree.
People should figure out their own problems.
Disagree.
I feel neutral.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like you have the ability to figure out what the problems are. So like, do your best to figure it out. Then if you can't, I guess
Ask
then
for
go to
help.
people. But it's like,
Actually, no, you're so right. It's figure out. I was thinking
figure out.
solve. I was thinking there are so many problems people have that they can't solve for a variety of reasons, whether it be, socioeconomic issues or like really anything.
Yeah.
Right? There's so much stuff that like, yes, it's a problem, but you can't fix it.
Yeah.
But it's not solve.
It's
Figure out.
out.
And I'm going to go, I'm going to say slightly agree.
I'm going to say agree.
Period.
Cooperation is better than competition.
Strongly agree.
Agree.
Strongly agree. I think that's something that YouTube really taught me. As I've gone into these spaces with other creators, I feel like there's very much two camps. There's either like we're competition, so I'm going to like gatekeep all of my editing tips and my algorithm tips.
Yeah.
Or there's the people who are like, girl, let me tell you everything I know.
Right.
And I love people in that camp.
Yep.
Baby, we don't gatekeep here.
Right. Actually, I'm going to change my answer. Strongly agree. Yes. My moods are very stable. Yeah. I'm going to say slightly agree. I'm going to say agree. I'm chilling.
I'm going to say disagree.
Slightly disagree. I try not to overthink things. Yes, I do. I try.
I try.
I try. I really do.
Agree. I really do try.
I'm going to go neutral. I could try harder.
See.
I hate taking responsibility for others. Disagree.
I'm going to say slightly agree.
Slightly agree.
Actually, I changed. I'm going to go neutral. Other people are not my responsibility. Agree.
Disagree.
I'm going to go disagree too. I want to get to where you are. Because just because you say they're not your responsibility doesn't mean that you can't help or assist or offer anything to them.
But
you
like,
know?
I know it's not my
But it's
responsibility.
not your responsibility.
Yeah, I know that. But
And also, that's not what this says. This doesn't do all that. This literally says other people are not my responsibility. Do you feel like they are? Period. Yes or no? That's what it's asking. You guys are putting too much into it.
No, you're right.
Are they or are they not? Do you take responsibility for other people?
Kind of.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then there it is.
I don't care what people think of me.
I'm going to say slightly agree.
I think I'm at a place where I can honestly say neutral. And that's big for me.
Yeah. Neutral.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter to me what other people do. Disagree.
What does that mean?
I said mind your own business is how I'm taking it.
It doesn't matter to me what other people do. Oh, yeah, agree. I'll live your life, y'all.
Agree.
I don't care.
Oh my God, I said disagree. I meant to say yes.
See, I was thinking disagree, but I feel like for the same reasons you guys were thinking agree of like, I care very much if other people are acting in a way that doesn't like align with the morals that are important to me.
Oh.
But you're thinking the opposite. If you're like acting in a way that doesn't affect other people, why
It's
should
not my
that?
business.
Right.
So I think that's the crux, right? Is
Okay.
it are they acting in a way that affects other people?
Yeah.
Right.
So
MT.
Yeah.
I guess
I'm going to put agree for
right?
it doesn't matter
Yeah.
if they're not affecting people.
Yeah. Almost everyone has good intentions.
I would say,
Agree.
yeah, I would say agree.
I'm gonna say agree.
Yeah.
Almost. I like that they put almost.
Yeah, almost everyone. Yes. Okay. I try not to be suspicious of people.
I try.
Agree.
I try.
Agree.
Agree.
Yeah.
I believe that most people are good. Agree.
Agree.
I'm going to go slightly agree, but for the most part.
Conflict is often unavoidable and desirable.
It's not desirable.
Yeah.
To who?
It isn't-
To you, I guess, right?
Yeah.
It's not desirable, but
It's unavoidable. Yes.
I don't think conflict is unavoidable
Right. Like you.
because
Yeah.
everyone is
Yeah,
different.
it's unavoidable, but it's not desirable. So what do I say?
Oh, true. Oh, right. So conflict is both
Unavoidable
unavoidable
and
and desirable. And desirable. And desirable, not undesirable.
That's.
That's a weird question.
It's
Yeah.
not desirable, but it's unavoidable.
I guess I'm gonna go just disagree.
Neutral.
because It's both.
I don't know.
Because I don't agree with both.
Yeah.
Conflict isn't desirable to me, but it is unavoidable.
Right. Let's disagree because they aren't both that.
Yes.
Right. That makes
Okay, yeah,
sense.
me too. Okay. Right. I find it hard to express my opinion.
Disagree.
Yeah, I'm going to say disagree.
I'm gonna say strongly disagree.
Yeah.
I think maybe a little too much sometimes.
T.
All right. People tend to take advantage of me. Probably. Slightly agree.
Yeah, I'm going to say slightly disagree. I don't think people do.
Yeah, I'm gonna say slightly disagree.
The only reason why I say slightly agree is I think that people take a little bit of advantage of that. They know that I don't know. I feel like people like expect me to be like, oh, well, she'll be okay. And so that feels a little bit taken advantage of. We're like, you know that I'm just going to be okay or nice about it. I'm not going to be mad about it or something.
Right.
So I feel like there have been instances where people are like, well, I didn't think. And I'm like, why didn't you think that I'd be a normal person and be hurt by this?
Right.
Right.
So-
No, that's T. Period.
I think about the problems of others more than my own.
Disagree.
Disagree.
Yeah. I hate complicated puzzles. Agree.
Yeah, agree.
I'll go neutral.
I do not like surprises. Slightly disagree.
I like surprises when it's a true surprise that I don't know is coming. When someone says, we have a surprise for you, you'll find out in a week or whatever. That's not a surprise.
Right.
Because I know it's coming. I just don't know what it is.
Right.
But a true surprise, I like.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm going to go disagree. I like surprises.
Yeah,
I'm a
me
fan.
too.
So I'll go slightly disagree. I hate unplanned activities.
Strongly disagree.
Strongly disagree.
Slightly agree. I don't want to hate it. I don't want to be a hater.
That's it. We're
Oh
here.
my gosh, I got my results.
Okay.
Who wants to go first?
Is anyone surprised about what they got?
No. Honestly, no.
I'm a little bit, but in a
Really?
good way. In a good way.
Go.
Okay. I got type 4, which is the romantic or the individualist.
Oh, that's what you wanted.
That's literally what you said.
Look at her growing into what she wants to be.
Well, okay, so what does that mean, like,
So
in words?
dimensions, it says self-efficiency, principled complexity, cooperative, volatile, altruistic, and team-oriented.
Oh.
I like to think that the good and the bad of those things are all ways that I honestly would be described.
Yeah.
I hope.
From what you described, I think it's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And volatile too.
What does that mean?
It's like a volcano about to burst.
Oh.
I'm glad you brung it up because that's on mine too.
Me too.
That name. Yeah.
Mm.
I saw that one too. And I was like, isn't volatile like bad?
It is.
Yeah.
But I mean, right? It's like you're passionate.
Yeah.
You're
Mm,
maybe
well, that checks
a little
out.
chaotic.
Well, passionate. I got type 7. I'm the enthusiast.
Me too.
Oh,
Twins. I can't read.
Efficiency.
That doesn't say efficiency.
Oh.
I said self-efficiency.
What is that?
Efficacy.
Yeah, what is that?
I don't know.
Okay.
I said efficiency, but you're right. That
Oh.
is not what it says.
Efficacy.
Well, self-efficacy, competitiveness, perfectionistic, volatile, spontaneity, and need for achievement.
I literally, word for word, bar for bar, is the same.
Wow.
That's literally everything you just said.
All right, well. Twins.
Does one of you guys want to read the description?
Yeah,
for that?
I can read it.
Same?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so mine specifically says your Enneagram primary type is type 7, percent match 88%. An Enneagram type 7 can be depended upon to ensure the safety and security of those who have earned their loyalty, as well as that those are close friends and family. Honest and friendly, they can bring community spirit and can-do attitude to group endeavors. These types are resourceful problem solvers, especially when motivated to maintain group cohesion.
I feel like that's both of you.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That checks out. I
Nice.
love that.
Yeah.
So the percent match. So I got percent match to type 7, 88%. What did you get for yours?
So I am 56% match for type 4. And it says an Enneagram type 4 possesses a rich inner life. They value authenticity and originality above all else and live comfortably with melancholy. The intensely felt sense of lack, what does that mean?
Of lack, like literally of the lack.
Oh, right.
thereof.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. The intensely felt sense of lack drives a tireless pursuit of the unattainable ideal in life, relationships, and work. A type 4's finely tuned aesthetic, sense, and willingness to delve into life's darkness leads many to pursue the arts or helping professions. So it's saying I'm a dark bitch inside, but because of that, I'm artistic.
Yes,
Love
an
that.
artist.
We love that. And you said you were, what percentage were you?
56.
56. What percent?
And mine
are
was
yours?
78%.
Okay.
Do you guys have a wing type?
My wing type is 7. Wait, no. My wing type is none.
Oh, so is mine.
Yeah, so like you are a
It
core.
says I'm a core type 4.
Yeah, same. What does yours say?
So for the wings, I have none.
Oh, so we are
So
true
we're all-
types.
Boom.
Wow.
true.
Love it.
Love
Wow,
that.
I feel like I learned so much about myself and you guys.
Yeah.
How do you guys
see.
feel about those results?
I feel good.
Yeah.
I feel pretty connected to that. I feel like
Mhm.
it's pretty accurate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. This was super fun, you guys.
I love personality tests.
I know.
Me
We should do that
too.
other one, which was it's not
Myers-Briggs.
Ooh, maybe
that
we do
one?
Myers-Briggs next time.
Or what is it? The color test.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Oh,
also a
I haven't
personality
heard
test.
of that.
I don't know really much about it, but I know it's a personality test and it's like about colors or something. So that's like giving something fun.
I've heard of like color matching, like to your skin tone,
Right.
but I
Okay,
haven't
right, yeah.
heard of like a color test, like of who you are.
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh, what color do you guys think you are? Your essence, peas pink.
Aw, thank
Yeah,
you.
you're yellow.
Yeah,
Ooh.
you're so yellow.
Yeah.
Is it the pants?
It's honestly it's like giving like sun.
I was just saying you're just sunshine.
Sunshine.
Yeah.
It's giving sunshine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you, what do
I don't
get?
know.
I
don't
think
know.
Ryan's like a deep, rich purple burgundy.
Tell me why I was thinking like a
Ooh,
purple.
yes.
Like
Like not a royal purple, but like a
Almost
burgundy
like that color,
wine.
this.
Mm.
yes.
on the pillow.
There's a lot of depth.
Wine.
but actually a little
Wine.
bit darker. Don't you think, Jess?
Wine. Darker than
Don't
that?
you think Jess a little bit darker than that? Like you were
Oh,
saying,
yeah.
like wine.
A little more purpley. That has more of a red undertone.
Oh, I hate purple. But maybe that's my vibe. And I'm okay with that.
But it's
Maybe
more
I should start
red.
liking it.
It's more red.
Okay, period.
Yep.
Say less.
Let us know in the comments if there's any personality tests you would love to see the girls take.
Yes.
Yes.
And
We're
also
open to
let us
suggestions.
know what you end up being.
Yes.
What your
Yes.
Enneagram types are.
And how you feel about it. Like, do you
Yeah.
feel like it's accurate? Do you feel like no, you don't relate to that? Because I feel like sometimes your reaction to the
Mhm.
result
Yeah.
says just as much as the result itself.
Right.
yeah.
Right.
Agree.
Yeah.
Agree. Totally. Oh, this was fun, guys.
This was so
a little get to
fun.
know you
Yeah.
moment.
Well, also,
Love.
so just for a little BTS behind the curtain, this is the last episode that we're filming over a 2-day span where we get together because Riayn and Paloma live in LA. I live in San Diego. We get together, we batch film. So this is
Our goodbyes
for a couple weeks.
for now.
Oh my God, true.
I know.
Well, I'm seeing you tomorrow.
And we
tonight.
live together.
Yeah. But
So-
I won't see you for
I
a couple
know.
weeks. Sad.
The heart grows fonder.
I know. I love to miss. I
do.
hate
actually-
being like, I miss you and I want to see you, like that vibe. But then I'm also like, when we get back together, I'm like, oh my God, I missed you.
Yes.
There's just like the little spark. Like,
Yeah,
let's
yeah,
get
yeah.
together and
And like
chat it out.
shoot
And
the shit.
I always feel so close to you guys after like our last kind of filming batch.
too.
Me too.
Me too.
Oh.
As always, love you
I know.
guys.
Anyways,
love you guys.
Love you.
Make sure to subscribe, like this video, share it, send it to your friends. All you and your friends can take the test together. Are you guys compatible? We don't know. I guess we'll find out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.